Hi humans, it's Sanja Ganja here, reporting hi, and welcome back to another dank episode of the Sanja Ganja Show. Of course, I'm your host, Sanja Ganja. Today I'm so excited we have a really good episode because I'm bringing on a dank guest. That's right, a boss babe. Her name's Char, and she's going to be telling us all about her entrepreneurship throughout the industry, and we're going to be discussing, well, of course, girl bosses. As always, we're gonna play Truth or Dab. We're gonna tell you all about her journey. She's in Denver. She's killing it in the dispensary world, killing it in the dab world. So let's check it out.
Sanja Ganja, Queen of Marijuana, Empress, Sanja Media. Welcome to the Ganja.
Before we get into it though, I gotta give a shout out. I'm in the middle of preparing for the episode, so what I like to do is break down some weed so I make sure I'm high while I'm talking to whoever my guest is. I also, of course, make sure I take my daily wellness from Polar Extracts. I have taken one of these, also gave one to my best friend Willie Whoopass earlier. And, well, why not? Let's eat an edible. It's my day off, I'm filming, and I'm working at home, so let's do it. Now that I got it open. These are Lost Farm. This is a New York brand. Check it out. I also have the private stash from Bodega Boys. And I even mixed and matched because of course I have my handy dandy flowery. You should see this.
Wow.
Grease monkey. You ain't know nothing about that. And I also added in my mixture a little bit of this. This is the Rolling Green Cannabis, another farm from New York. Twizzle dance, baby. Let's see. Want to see this?
Wow.
So, as you can see, we're gonna get nice and high, prepare for my guest because she already told me she's gonna be dabbing, which is perfect, my kind of gal. Let's get into it. Okay. All right, humans, as promised, I told you I'm bringing in and here she is. The one and only Char has reached the Sanja land. Okay, humans, I told you we were going to have another boss babe on the show, and here she is presenting to you, Char, you guys. Welcome, Char. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thank you so much, Sanja, for helping me get on this show. It's been an honor.
No, it's an honor. I've been able to actually work with Char because, like I said, she's a boss babe in the industry. You're residing in Denver, correct?
Correct, yeah. I haven't been here forever, but it's my prominent place of living right now.
Well, yes, because you are in the cannabis world. You've been in the cannabis world, and you also are an entrepreneur, which is what I want to make sure the audience knows all about. So why don't we start with you kind of introducing us and what you do, where you are right now, and what you got going on for your week.
Oh, okay. Where do I even begin? So definitely have been a fan of cannabis since I was like, I don't know, 15. But my career that was inspired by it overall has been like, since I love it so much, how much it's helped me mentally, physically, and just overall mental health has like a big thing. It kind of inspired me to start joining in to the community in general. I was like, what am I doing not being involved? Like it didn't really make sense to me. So it all started, I'd say COVID, which is funny because everybody's like hit or miss during COVID. Dude, I used to work in apparel retail. It's a whole nother ballpark. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to dip. I'm ready to explore new things. So I actually started out as a bud tender way back in the day. COVID, for Green Dragon. And I didn't even know like starting there, it would go that route. So I just kind of had so much fun kind of getting to learn about the industry, knowing about all the products and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, I'm obsessed with like social media. And I was like, why not start doing my own thing? So I just started doing posts about stuff that we were selling and using in the store, like for my own stuff, not really tagging them. And then I would get messages from other companies that were like on Instagram, like, hey, can I send you some stuff like that you can take for posts and things? And I was like, oh, okay. Yes. Free things. Yes. So that kind of opened the door for what my Instagram is, Lavish Behavior. It originally kind of started as like a fashion blog before COVID. And then it was kind of like, I didn't really know where to direct it. So here we are. Lavish Behavior. I now do a bunch of posts and reels on Instagram for different cannabis companies and brands. And then Yeah, I mean, I wish I could give you a bag, a little treat bag through the camera, but
One day in the Matrix, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Teleportation, right? Come on, Elon.
That's pretty cool. So it literally is full circle for you, because lavish behavior, it's literally you promoting and you being more up on the outside looking in, but you're still touching it. And you also are day to day working with dispensaries. So that's amazing. And then you started out as a bud tender.
Yeah, that was my first job in the cannabis industry. It was super fun. Like, I kind of low key wish I was just always a bud tender. It's super easygoing, super chill job. But as obviously that kind of progressed on that side of things, I got the opportunity to become like a marketing coordinator / associate for Green Dragon. Previous experience before now, I am the marketing director for Verde Natural and Dablogic.
See, it all makes sense. I love hearing the journey of anybody that starts from whatever, grower, trimming, bud tending, reception, to see where they are now and to see how profound it's been on your mindset. For you to go from Green Dragon, which if you're a listener and you pay attention to all the corporations throughout the US, Green Dragon is definitely one that you will hear. It's a huge, huge, huge MSO
for sure.
That's throughout the country. But with Verde, what I love about Verde is the boutique style that you guys offer. I always shopped at Verde when I lived in Denver anyways, but on a bigger scale, thank goodness Char has called and hit up THC Girls, and obviously we've been able to work together. So it's nice to be able to continue that relationship. But Verde is classic. Verde is classic to me in Sanja Ganja land. That is really good growing that you guys do over there and have some really good products. So tell me what has inspired you along the way, since you have all these different things going. You're exactly like Krista and I. We just have it. Just go, go, go. You're a go-getter, and I love that. But including Dablogic, including lavish behavior, what advice, right, inspired you to be able to handle all of this? Because it's a lot, and everyone's always asking, how do you do it? How do you do all of this? So tell the audience some advice, give them some of your inspiration, because I'm hoping that this will light everyone under their ass to get to work, get their brand done, right?
I mean, that you basically said that in a nutshell right there. It's really depending on your personal motivation. If you don't have the drive to want to do anything that you're passionate about, you're not going to do anything to make yourself get there. So I have to shout out my parents for sure. When I was younger, everyone has hit or miss things, but yeah, they definitely instilled go-getter, motivative mentality. And even though there's times when you do really good and everyone's like, you're doing great. It could just be a me thing. And they're like, I'm over here just I think it could be better. And it's always that thought process to keep me going, to try a bunch of different things that I could possibly be better than what I'm currently doing now.
Shout out to the parents, yo. Oh my God. Sound the alarm.
Which is just rare to hear in the cannabis world sometimes from my perspective.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. For me, it was up and down. My parents always supported me. They let me smoke at a young age because it helped me with my sickness and whatnot. But, the only fight we would always have is, at the time, Colorado was the only medical area. So the only medical state, I had to stay there for our career, for what we were doing. And so they were moving, all over the place. And they're like, come with us. We all are always a village. So that was the only time we would fight, is cannabis is keeping you away from me. Right. And now it's everywhere. And they're in Texas. And now there are at least 3 medical marijuana dispensaries. Medical marijuana dispensing area zones in Texas. So it's coming. It's the evolution, which is what you are and what you've done. So I love seeing it. And Char, you always have the best energy, which I really appreciate.
That warms my heart. If
well,
you're not looking at me, it was a good.
It's like the most perfect, brightest, whitest teeth. Let me tell you right now.
Thank you. We could go on and on about stories with that from like comments back in high school, but that's a really nice thing to bring back. So thank you.
No, shout out to the parents. Shout out to those teeth, girl. Get it. So our theme today is Girl Bosses, and we're going to play a few games. We're going to play Truth or Dare, and that's going to be coming up soon. But of course, before we do, let's get a little fun. Let's have some fun and talk about some memories. So can you tell me any anecdotal or memorable moments of your experiences in the cannabis industry that have left a lasting impression? Whatever. Give me the tea. Give me the dirt.
Oh God, I gotta watch my words because I'm like, ooh, if it's tea, I got a little cross. I know there's a couple, so I'm not gonna go too crazy into it because I could literally jabber on forever. One that is like, I think most I'm flattered kind of experience was I don't know if I had mentioned this or if you knew, I also used to work part-time at the Marijuana Mansion, the event center for a little bit. Yeah.
Wow, look at you. Okay.
But when I used to work there, obviously it's an event place for cannabis. So I did some of their marketing and I was like, okay, let me take some videos and I'm walking around being social. And I think I was having a conversation with a vendor. I can't remember who it was. And we were just like shooting the shit. And then some random person who I wasn't really like paying attention to walked up to me and was like, oh my God, are you Lavish Behavior? And I was like, what the, like, I'm all baked, right? So I'm kind of like a little thrown off, not really paying attention. Was like, oh, wow. Yeah, that's me. How'd you know? And then she's like, oh, I'm so-and-so. And we had like a quick, like, oh my God, realization. Like we follow each other and it was just kind of nice and a bit random and never happened to me before, like to have that experience in public when someone just recognizes you from something like that. And I felt very flattered, dude. Like, what? You remember me? That's awesome. And I'm over here just like in La La Land, not thinking it's like a huge impact of anything.
Oh my God, Char, that's amazing. That moment feels so good. I'm so happy for you. And yes, and now more, I don't care if I have 3 listeners. I don't care if I have 30,000. Now, one of y'all better go up to Char and be like, are you the girl from the Sanja Ganja show?
I'll be like, no. What you talk about?
Paparazzi everywhere. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I really love that because we live in a time now where you don't have to be Brad Pitt or, Britney Spears to get that kind of recognition. And I really appreciate that about the human society at this point. You can, we can be mad at social media all day. And sometimes I am, right? I mean, I'm constantly ranting about how we need to keep our minds right. But social media can be a weapon, online can be a weapon, and also in person frequency and vibrations, which you obviously give off. I always feel your vibrations. And most of the time we're just on the phone real quick and I don't even get to see you face to face. So this is like lovely. For you to be able to leave an impression on people like that, both online and in person, this is what changes the world right here. So keep it up.
Thank
I had to laugh my joint.
No, you're good. I had you inspired me. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I brought stuff. You should
we're having smoking. Right? Because we have such a good time talking because that's what this is about. It's, I want to support other women, other humans, other men. I don't care what you are. We need to have that personal growth mindset and like help bring one another up. So I admire that in you for sure. So tell me how are you able to balance, staying true to like the essence of who Char is and also like the cannabis culture, right? Because you've been doing this a while. You've obviously hopped around and been to many places. Marijuana Mansion, which you've mentioned. If you guys don't know, you can go to Denver. You can go tour this mansion that literally has hundreds of rooms. I'm exaggerating, but tons of rooms, tons of rooms that are themed in cannabis, and it's super cool. Actually, the THC Girls, we filmed half of our music video there, which will be releasing this year. But super exciting. So, I mean, the essence of cannabis, the culture has changed, right? Mm-hmm. And we're in marketing, and with marketing, sometimes I feel soulless, right? So how do you
you gotta pick and choose,
right? How do you keep that beautiful energy that you have? Like, how do you do that?
Girl, that is a question I kind of ask myself sometimes too. Like, I'll think about it and be like, how did I get here? Or how am I still here? Or like, not ever really comprehending reality of what's in front of you and what you're experiencing. And I think most of the motivation is just like, it's not legalized everywhere. And I could go on and on like about how I feel and things that are like being portrayed certain ways, especially social media. Like, there's like the whole restrictions on there, but then I can watch like an alcohol ad and like a bunch of wine posts and it's fine. Like it made no sense. I think a lot of it has to do with trying to just break that stigma, dude. Like, I feel like I got a lot of comments like before weed was even really legalized. And when people would find out that I smoked pot, they were just like, you don't look like you smoke weed. And I was like, what does that even mean?
100%.
That's a big part, is if you enjoy it, you love it, it's a big part of your life, and you feel so much passion towards something, that's got to fuel your fire. If you don't have passion for what you're doing, then like, what are you doing?
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I love that. That literally deserves, I'm going to literally chop that up and repost this 1,000 times, because I always say on the show, Viva la plant. That is what it's about. You know, we couldn't, you know, we always got judged, right? Always. And there are still people, don't get me wrong, I don't get judged as much because I'm not around, I don't put myself around those people,
and those energies,
right? And those energies. But sometimes when you have to, right? When you have to, I usually combat that by being extremely open. I'm just like, hey, I'm Sanja Ganja. That is my name. Do you understand? I smoke weed, you know, but that's not, it's so easy for everyone. So you're advocating, and it's a part of our evolution, and I cheers you for that. And in that case, boom, 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 we're going to celebrate with our game. So here we are.
Hey.
I already know the answer to my truth question if you choose it. I feel, but we're going to just keep it real because we're high. We're being chill, but truth or dab for you, or both?
I know. I'm like, I'm gonna load a dab real quick, but let me prep for this.
Right. We can do truth while you dab. That's usually what happens, anyways.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay. So there we go. Okay, so your truth will be truth. Let's just be honest. Were you, since we're talking about boss babes? And I want to think about all the bosses I can think of. A lot of actresses come to mind. So when I think of actresses, I'm high. I go down a rabbit hole. I think of all my favorite movies when I was a little teeny bop. One was Mean Girls. Everybody loves Mean Girls. Yeah. So were you a mean girl in high school ever?
Oh no, I hate that question. I'm taking it back. Retreat.
I know.
Like, oh no. So I'd say it's weird because like every high school experience is different. And I think like when I first did mine, like first year or two, I was very, very nice, very charismatic, and like not at all mean or anything. And like I remember I was bullied a lot, like growing up. And then when I had my last final bully, like that kind of beginning of high school, one of my boyfriends at the time was like, dude, you need to start like standing up for yourself and like stop letting people walk all over you and stuff like that. And like, I was very grateful for that. But then I ended up taking it to the extreme, and I'm kind of a mean girl a little bit. Oh, it was not cute.
Oh my gosh.
Regret, okay?
We got to keep it real, because that makes you a better person, right? It makes you who you are today. And it's true. It's true. I feel like we all had our moments, and hopefully it didn't last the whole 4 years and on into college. But yeah, I have to say I definitely had some mean girl moments, but I was definitely bullied too, right? I was like overdeveloped and, acne and all these great things.
I hear you, dog.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the honesty and authenticity, because, we all love the movie, but sometimes I'm like, I wonder who really was like this,
And nobody asked those questions, so it was a good one.
Right. Okay, so how about would you rather with TV shows, as like I guess a teenager, would you rather be stuck on an island and you had one show that you could have like to watch forever? Would it be That's So Raven? Yeah.
Yeah, I know that was a good.
or would it be Glee?
Oh, That's So Raven, hands down.
Right.
I never got into Glee, dude.
Neither did I.
You could ask me about it. I'm like, I know that one chick from Screen Queens is in there, right?
No, I never got into it. I never got into Glee, and I did like the musicals in high school and stuff, but I never got into it. I think I actually got too old, and I just like I think I like hit college or something. I think that's when, maybe not, but I don't know. But definitely That's So Raven. Raven was my. I was like,
yes. I keep seeing things on Instagram too, because I think you're a 90s baby, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
90s.
So yeah, there's been too many Disney things that keep popping up right now on my reels, and I'm like, oh my god, the nostalgia.
It's so intense. I had all that pop up on my feed the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Baby dabs.
Tell us what you're dabbing on. Is that from Verde by chance?
It is my Dablogic. I don't know if you can see.
Okay, Dablogic, baby. So
yes,
it's solventless hash.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me,
super good.
All right, tell me more about Dablogic.
So technically, it's the same company. Verde Natural and Dablogic are one. So all of the product, living soil cannabis that is from Verde is used inside of our Dablogic rosin and rosin products. Yeah, so it's like prime, pristine quality. I can say, like, I'm not tooting my horn because I work there. It's literally because before I even worked there, I had tried it and I was like, okay, hesitant to try it because I was like what is it, like a penny pincher or whatever. And
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go and spend when I'm just gonna smoke a bunch. And I was like, dude, once I tried it, I was like, I can't really get that similar experience anymore. Yeah, so all I smoke now is Verde Natural flower and Dablogic rosin, dabs and carts too, because the carts there's no distillate in the carts. It's all beautifully organically made for everyone, so it's like 10 bajillion times better for your lungs. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, I have a little bit of asthma. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna do clean things now.
I'm happy to hear that Dablogic is doing well and growing, and you guys need to check out Dablogic. If you guys are in Denver, check them out right now. It's all about quality and living soil, like you were saying. First of all, living soil is the upper echelon. It's the new way of how you should produce your plants. We have a lot of experience with that, Krista and I, meaning and THC girls, because we really die hard believe in it for sure. It's the way to go. So you guys promoting that is promoting the future. It's promoting a lot of really good education and a lot of good products, quality products coming out, so that we can end the stigma, like you were also saying earlier. So I appreciate all of the above. So tell us what's in your future, and if there's anything special that we should know coming up for 420.
But we've just started doing new genetics within our MIP. So yeah, tons of new strains coming out. They look really good. That has been super fun to witness and be a part of. So definitely keep an eye out. We usually kind of try to post like the newer ones on the Rooster ads that we do.
Okay.
So usually those are the ones that'll be coming up soon. Keep an eye out for Verde Naturals flower. Yeah. And I know Dablogic are the same. we're making those
anything rare. Anything rare? Are you kidding me? Give me the rare, give me the exotics, give me. Hell yeah. Let's go. Do you have any lasting words for our friends that are watching, all the humans watching?
I'm super grateful to be a part of this. And then thank you and Krista for being wonderful women in this community. Like, for as much as you're talking about me, girl, we can talk about you guys all day. So thank you. I appreciate everything you're doing and bringing to the table, babe. And everyone who's listening and watching. So keep it up. You guys are only fueling our fire. So we appreciate you guys.
That's what it's all about. It's all about growth. We're changing the world one plant at a time. Viva la plant. Definitely look out for Char on the THC app. Make sure you download the Highly Connected app. Always a sponsor of the show. Thank you so much for being on the show. You are one of a kind, and I can't wait. Thank you so much for tuning into the Sanja Ganja show. As we always like to say, make sure you meditate, have sex, pray to whatever you believe in, but be a good person, damn it. And stay high, America. I'll see you on the next one.
Bye.